go, go. Oh, it's looking good. Here we go. Oh, that's big! That's way bigger than I thought it would. Look at that thing. Yes! What is going on, my doggies? Welcome back to another video. We are out here chasing giant crabs. Not only are we chasing giant crabs, we are dealing with dangerous outback Australia. I am getting smoked by sandflies. There are spiders all through this mangrove system. Sandflies are one thing, man. We've got buttons up here, jeans are on. We're trying to stay away from these sandflies as much as possible. But the one thing that we've really got to look out for here is crocodiles. This is exactly what we are looking for. Check that out. This is a big mud crab hole. Just gonna have to be very cautious right now. I'm only a meter away from that water's edge, and if there's a big lizard, he can easily come up out of that water and pop me. So we're gonna be real quick, but what's happened here is this crab has pushed up all of this mud up out of his hole, and that looks like a monstrous mud crab hole down there. Big, it's full of water. Let's see if anyone's home. Just there. Feels like a good crab. That feels real good. It's not far, it's only... Alright, so what's happening right now is there is a crab in this hole. He feels half decent, but what the problem is, this crab hole is turning to the left here like that. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go in with our bare hands, come in that way and see if I can grab the crab. Now, I used to do this back in the day when I was younger, a lot. I got bitten by a crab when we were in Indonesia, and that thing has traumatized me. Ever since I got bitten by that crab in Indonesia, it was on video if you guys remember that episode. I've never done this again, but this crab is only sitting just about here right now, and I reckon I'll be able to get my hand in there, slowly feel around and pull him out. Feels like a good crab with the hook. I just can't bend the hook around the corner of the hole there. So, let's face our fears. Chuck my arm down there and see if we can get this crab out. I've just got... Alright, here we go, I've got it.
Please be careful.
I can just feel him there. He's stuck on the back of a root system at the back of that. Here we go. Got him. Here we go, big boy. Yeah, doggies! I have not done that in years. Look at this. Gonna get me back away from that water's edge. Yeah, we did it, Mac 10. That is a beautiful mud crab. You see there's a buck from underneath there. Face your fears head on. That's a good crab. Look how muddy he is. He's the king around here, living in that big hole. We've been out here for no longer than 15 minutes. That's the first crab we found. Coming to these remote places like this, you're gonna find good tucker like that. He's a good crab. That'll do ya. Right, we're just going to taper down the end of these sticks here. And if you guys remembered last time what we did with the crab, if you can just pinch his claw shut, wedge that stick in that little gap on top of his claw, and just like that, he can open that claw. That stick is just holding his claw shut. I'm going to do the same on this claw, and then we'll keep punching on. That is a really good way to start the day. Oh man, they're strong, eh? Grab that stick, stick it in the top of the shell there, just like that. He won't be able to open his claws anymore. Like that. You can put him in the backpack now, chuck him in an esky, chuck him where you want. They're not going to fight each other. We don't have any string to tie these crabs up out here. So what I'm doing is we're just going to chuck him in a plastic bag, fill up the plastic bag with mud, with water, and he'll stay nice and cool in here until we get back to the car. We'll chuck him in the freezer, put him to sleep. But for now, put him in a nice dark place. A little bit of water, a little bit of mud. He'll be nice and cool in there. We'll keep punching on. Well, I definitely wouldn't recommend doing what I just did. Mac 10's like, you realise that you were just dangling your legs right next to the river right there, and there has been a crocodile sighted here in the last couple of days. So that was stupid of me. I'm not going to do that again. But we've got a crab in the bag. That is one way to start a day. we've got a lot of ground to cover today. This creek system goes for ages that way, so we're just going to walk it. The wind's starting to pick up, which is a good thing. It's going to keep the sandflies off us. Let's just keep punching. Let's see if we can upgrade that crab to a bigger one. That is a very good way to start a day. Ow! How's this for a cheeky little crab setup? We've got one crab hole down here. There's another one over here. And then, look at this. There is a monster hole down here. Let's start with this hole. We've got 3 big crab holes. Let's see if we can get something out of one of these holes. This place is loaded with crabs. Crab holes anyway. Listen to that, listen to that. Oh, we've got a crab in here. Hear that? You can hear that stick. It sounds like metal on metal. That's hitting the back of the crab's shell. He's biting the hook right now. I'm there. There's no way I'm putting my fingers in there. He's angry. Now that's a crab hole you don't want to be sticking your hand down. That thing was so aggressive, and then it sort of just pulled itself out and went straight down the back. This pole that I've got here is just under 2 meters long. I had the pole and my arm at full reach. Couldn't even get the back of the hole. So that was an extremely deep, long crab hole. We're just gonna let that one be. That's the that's about the 3rd or 4th hole we've checked so far. He's a good crab, but we'll let him go. There's gonna be plenty more. We've got a big walk to do today. So we'll just keep punching on. Surely we're gonna find another crab for the fire. Get in. All right, here we go. We're turning. Now we're going into the real muddy stuff. This is where the big dogs are gonna live. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm actually stuck. And there's a crab hole right there. Alright, what is going on here? You just fell victim to the mud hole, eh? Anyway, Mac 10 just found one of the best crab holes just up here, so that's where we're going now. We're gonna go have a sniff of this hole. It's a big dog. Look at the size of this crab hole. This is big. This is real big. Look at this thing. You're joking. Listen to this, listen, listen. That's a crab right there. Stay there. Get here, get here. Look at that. Straight out of the mud. That's another big one. Look at the mud on this thing. He's a good crab too. He is a good crab, but we're going to put him back. A lot of the holes here are loaded with big crabs. He's not a monster. He's well and truly sized. He'd go straight on a fire, be a good feed, but we're going to put this one back. He's a nice medium-sized crab. We'll put him back to play another day. Go on, mate, get in there. Yeah, lucky. Froth town, eh? Oh, is he just there? He's angry already. Oh, oh. Oh, I'm getting smacked. This is bad. The sandflies out here are so bad. We've got a big crab in that hole there. I'm gonna have to tuck my shirt in. I've literally got sandflies coming up the back of my shirt, biting my back and the top of my ass. Look at the sandflies all over your hat. There are sandflies everywhere out here. If you don't know what a sandfly is, sandflies are these minute little bugs or flies. They either piss or bite. They either piss on you or they bite you. Tell you right now, mate, you can't sleep at night if you get hammered by this. This is why we've got long pants, long jeans on, shirts, buttons, everything. I'm getting drilled by these things out here, but it's worth it. There are so many crabs. There's a big crab in this hole here. All these little bugs that you can see on the top of Mac 10's hat, they are what I'm talking about. Look how many bugs are on her hat. Sandflies, man.
You can still see my bites, eh, from last time.
Look at you, you're laid up. Look at that. They're old sandfly bites. They go all red and pussy and bruised. They're not fun, man. No one wants them. But on a good note, there's a monster crab inside this hole right now. Oh, look at this. I've never seen this ever before. Never have I seen this before. 2 crabs in one hole. You're joking. There's one crab. Sorry. There's one crab. And there's another one in there. I've never seen 2 crabs ever in my life in one hole. So much for putting your hand in the hole thinking there's one crab in there. That's the one crab. Another beautiful one. Look at this. Never have I ever seen 2 crabs in one hole before. We've got 2 beautiful mud crabs. Oh man, I'm getting smashed by sand flies, march flies. But this is, I've never seen this before ever. 2 crabs in the one hole. Never ever have I seen it. This one's a good one. Here's a beautiful crab, that one. And we've got a little fella down here. I would have said that they're in there mating. That's a male, that's a female. You can usually tell a female by the smaller claws. Here's a male. You can also tell from the underneath of the crab. That female there has a big wide little thing under there. The male has that triangle. So what I'm guessing is these 2 were getting it on down there. Me and Mac 10, we've come in and interrupted them. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them both back in the hole. They can get jiggy with it. 2 beautiful. That would be a good eating crab. He's a good size, but they're obviously making baby crabs. So let's put them both back and they can keep on doing their thing. Jiggy jig, baby. So that's a friendly little reminder. If you're going to be putting your hands into crab holes, you now know that there can be 2 crabs in a hole. Never have I seen it before. But you can see that this little baby here, like I said, that's a female. She's got that big arc there. That's what holds her eggs. And then the males, if you guys didn't know, I'll just quickly show you. The males have a big triangle point there. That's where obviously the little Johnson hangs out and impregnates the crabs or something like that. But let's get these two back in the hole. All right, sweetheart, see you later. All right, you big dog, go and get the deed done. I'm proud of you, mate. Go and knock her up. In you go. All right, they're gonna go and get jiggy with it. Let's go and see if we can find another crab hole without a mating set of crabs in it. You wouldn't believe it. We've just let those 2 crabs go just there. We've walked around the edge of this little feeder creek and we have just found another mama hole. Have a go at this thing, Mac 10. Oh, wow. He's angry. Oh, look at that claw. He's a good crab. Give me that claw. So you wouldn't want to be putting your hand in here right now. Mate, these holes are loaded. I've never been anywhere in my entire life with this many crabs. He's a good crab. You can see he's been fighting. That claw there is a lot smaller than that claw. He's lost the end of his nipper there. This guy's a little battler. Good crab. Although that would be a very, very good eating crab, we're going to let this one go as well. We want to find one with 2 solid claws. That's a good claw there, but this little claw here, you'd get bugger all of a feed. He's obviously growing that thing back, so we'll put this guy back as well. We'll just see if we can get one of those big dogs. Go, mate, go. Look at him straight back home. See you, mate. That's deep, man. That is a deep hole. Right, this hole's massive, it goes. This is how long this stick is, right? That's a big old stick there. Watch how far this stick goes in this hole. And then right down the back here, I reckon I felt a crab, eh? This feels like a good crab. It's really hard to tell if they're a good crab or not, but this thing's way down the back of his hole. Feels like we've got a good crab in here. He's deep, very deep. Can't even get my arm down there. He's right down the back of this hole. Big crab. Oh, he's stuck. I've got him right here, but he's just wedged up here. Ah, come on, you big rig. Get out. Here we go. Yes! That is what we come for. That is a good crab. That is a bloody good crab. Look at this. That's a big crab. Look at that. Now this is the crab we've been looking for. Big buck. Here's a big male. He's actually got both his claws. There's a massive claw there. That one dropped off as I was trying to pull him out, but that happens. It's sort of their defense mechanism. They'll drop a claw. Here's a big crab. Here's a solid crab. That is going to be full of meat. He's nice and hard. We've got 2 whacking claws there. We're going to chuck this fella in the backpack. That means Mac 10's got a crab. I've got a crab around the fire. Doesn't come any better than that. That is incredible, man. These holes are loaded, and here's a big boy. Look at the size of that shell. That's the crab we've been coming for. This is the crab we came for. He came out of that massive hole. Also inside his hole, he had that. I don't know if he's eating it, but that's a much smaller crab compared to the size of this. Whether or not he's eating other crabs or what he's doing, but he's a big boy. Let's get him in the backpack, get back to the troopy, chuck these things in the freezer, and we'll start thinking about making up a hell feed. That is the crab we came for, but he's a monster. We've got a crab in here. He's not playing the game. I'm going to see if I can get him out. This again. Come on, you big ma. We've got a crab and it's sort of stuck in the left hand side of this hole. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, baby. That's a good one, Mac 10. Look at that one. Yeah. That's actually a cracker. Look at the size of that claw there. That is a bloody beautiful crab. Alright, so the limit out here for these crabs, it's 5 crabs each. Mac 10's allowed 5, I'm allowed 5. This is probably, oh, we haven't even filmed all the crabs we pulled out of the holes. What's that, about 10 for the day? Maybe more? But we're going to keep this one, that's 3 crabs. So we'll have a crab in it, we'll have a crab, 1.5 crabs each around the fire. That's a good crab. Honestly, sometimes it's easier putting your hand in there, pulling them out than using the hook like we did just then. Here's a good crab. Look at that. Let's go give him a clean up down near the car there, start a fire. We're going to be eating real good. Good crab, big hole. Life's good, baby. This is why we do it, Mac 10. Let's go. This is ridiculous. I'm knee deep in mud right now. Just walked across this little creek. I've sunk like a 10-ton ship. I cannot get my shoe. There it is. Got my shoe out of the mud. I've got a sock on this foot which is covered in mud now. Oh yeah. We're gonna have a good sleep in the troopy tonight, Mac 10. Look at that. That's my sock under there. This is haggard. Anyway, we do have a mad feed of crabs in that bag, but we're paying the price for them, eh? Let's keep pushing. Look at my sock! Alright, bad idea. Trying to walk around here with a sock on. I just had one of these like razor sharp little mangrove roots go straight through the bottom of my foot. Guarantee you that my foot's bleeding right now. So now I've got to get this filthy sock into this shoe. Oh, look at this. Yeah, baby. This is what I live for. This kind of shit right now. Look at us. Oh, it's worth it though. We've got a heap of good crabs. Let's keep going. We've got a long walk back to where the car is. We've got to start a fire. We've got to somehow wash ourselves. Life is good, man. Oh, hydrate or die. One thing that really sucks out here is that you can't jump in the water for a swim. Obviously the old fella down the road reckons there's a crocodile around here somewhere. There's no way I'm going for a swim. We're sleeping in the troopy tonight. She's going to be a rough night's sleep. I'll give you the hot tip. We are covered in mud head to toe. Mac 10's had a couple of big falls today. And we're only halfway through this mission. We've still got to cook crabs, walk all the way back to the car. It's bloody good fun, but I wouldn't change it for the world. take this little bit of a windbreak here. This is going to be beautiful. Gonna have a good feed of crab down here on this little fire. Alright, we are very close to having a really good bed of coals down here for cooking on. We are still cooking. Look at this, man, I'm cooking in, my socks are like rock hard. They're like covered in mud. Still got my shirt tucked in. We're still trying to run away from these sandflies. This fire is gonna help us out a little bit though. This fire will get rid of a couple of sandflies. We've got about 10-15 minutes. As soon as this coals turn into just a big black bed of coals, they are gonna be the ideal cooking coals. We'll chuck the crabs on there, give it a couple of minutes. We're gonna be eating grub before you know it. Not too long now, Mach 10, we're gonna be eating some of the best tucker you can find. Ow! Here we go. This is what we're gonna cook the crab on actually. This little bit of cage here. This is what we found a couple of episodes ago on the beach. I've left it in the car ever since. I use this all the time. What we're gonna do is we'll lay this over the fire, then we'll just chuck the crabs on top of that and it should be really good. It'll be better than having it in the ash. We don't have to clean it then, we can just grab it straight off and have a chew. That should work all right. Let's go over to the fire, it should be ready to go. Yeah, this fire's looking good. So this fire right now, maybe it's a little bit too hot, but it's looking pretty good. So what we'll do is, we'll grab this good old tray, stick it on that side, stick him on that side. We're just gonna put these crabs now shell down. We'll keep the juices in there. Bang these claws on here. Mach 10, we're gonna be eating good. I'll give you the hot tip, look at this. That is a really good cooking fire. Suspended off the coals. Doesn't come much better, eh? Oh, they are hot, man. Look at these crabs. These crabs are looking real good. They've been on about 6 or 7 minutes one side. Oh, it's cooking. Actually having it on this cage holds it off of the coals and it actually cooks a heap better. Yes, I could go to the bloody car and get pliers, but I'd rather use my fingers and burn my fingers. There we go. Another couple of minutes on that side, this crab's going to be done. Alright, that is probably up there with one of the better natural plates that you'll ever find. A little bit of bark washed up here in the driftwood. What we're going to do is we're going to get these crabs off now. They are ready to come off. Look at this. Oh man, they are so hot. But they should be done. Look at them. Well, if you can notice here, there's a claw missing. That's because yours truly had a little bit of a chew later on. I'm telling you right now. These aren't going to disappoint you. Big boy, come on big boy. Look at this. Hey? Have a go at that. I don't think it comes. Life doesn't come any better than that right there. Hey, look at that. We're going to be eating good. Alright, the time is finally here to dig in to these ginormous crabs. Let's see if we can pop this thing open and make a little bit of a lollipop out of it. Here we go. Is it going to pop? Maybe. Oh, wait up, wait up. Come out like a lollipop, come out like a lollipop. Oh, half a lollipop. Oh, we cooked it good. Look at that. It's good. This is my favorite. This right now, this is my favorite thing ever. Ready? Watch this. That big juicy bit of meat right there. We didn't get the full claw out, but that's all right. Ready, set, watch this. Oh. Oh. Nothing beats that taste. There is nothing that beats that taste, I'm telling you. Look at this, the other half of that claw stuck in here. I'm gonna get that out. Look at that. Oh man, we are too lucky. That, so good. Let's bust this one up. Oh, go the lollipop, go the lollipop. No, it's not. Oh, lollipop. That's a lollipop for days. A little bit of shell, that doesn't matter. Look at this. Mach 10, look at this. Lollipops, man. Oh my goodness. It's worth every sandfly bite, every piece of mud on us right now is worth this minute, this time right now. dude. Righto, let's see how much meat we get out of these epic little back swimmers here. Pop that one off. Come on, come on. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Whitest, juiciest meat. Oh, it is so good. If you guys haven't realised already, this is what makes me happy in life, doing this shit right here. It is the best. Mactan's going to get off that camera. She's going to jump in here. She's going to help me finish off these crabs. Today was epic. If you like these kind of videos, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet already. And I'll see you in the next videos, doggies. Mwah! Much love. Woo! Wait. There it is. That is one day done and dusted. Remember, doggies, life is for living. Don't take it too seriously. Just get outside, have fun. If you got the opportunity, catch yourself a crab, chuck it on the fire. I'm telling you right now, it'll do good things for your heart, it'll do good things for your brain. It just does good things all around. Look at this sunset. I'm going to crack a beer. I'm going to crawl into the back of the troopy, have an early night, and maybe do it all again tomorrow. Much love, doggies. Thank you so much for watching. Look at this. Ow! It's 11, Mac 10. How good.